Hello guys, and how's everybody doing? I'm back with another episode. And this is episode 95. So it's an episode where I'm using a camera. I'm using a Nikon camera. My girlfriend's camera for this video, so hopefully it'll turn out okay. But yeah, it's got to be better than the iPhone, right? It has got to be better than the iPhone, because that just utterly sucked. But yeah, so in this video, I've got a little bit of a mixed bag. I've got CDs, I've got NES, Game Boy Advance, PS3 and Master System. So we're kind of going back to how we were before. So let's get cracking. First up, I'm going to show you the CDs that I got. Now, these are two CDs that I wanted to get off of eBay for a little while. First up we have Wasp, First Blood, Last Cuts. Absolutely epic CD. This is the last like official release Wasp CD that I needed to get for the collection. And if you've never heard of Wasp, definitely go and check them out. They're one of the best bands. Definitely shock rock sort of genre. Sort of heavy metal, rock. They are an awesome band. And Blackie Lawless is one hell of a talented dude. Definitely one of their epics being The Crimson Idol, which is one of my favourite albums of all times. Utterly epic. But this one is pretty awesome as well. So go and check it out. Wasp, First Blood, Last Cuts. And I basically got this one pretty much because of one song, and it's Sunset in Babylon, which I hadn't heard before. I'd purposely been putting it off so that I could hear it on this CD, and it's pretty good. I quite enjoy it. So there you go. That's the inside of it. Wasp, First Blood, Last Cuts. That only cost a couple of quid, so it wasn't too bad. And next up, you'll have seen this band on my channel before. I am a massive fan of this band. I'm just going to get that sticker off. Massive fan. And they released an album last year, which I did know about. I just kept putting it off for whatever reason. I just kept forgetting to pick up the CD, but I've done it now. And that is Sister Sin, A Black Lotus. I love this band. I cannot tell you how much. Honestly, the band is just awesome. Female singer Liv Jagrel, I think, Jagrel, whatever, is just an amazing vocal artist. Honest to gosh, it's incredible. This is a band in the back. Kind of hoping you can see all this. I cannot see what the fuck it's shooting, so I'm kind of hoping it's working. But yeah, this has got some classic tracks in it, like Chaos Royale is amazing. Ruled by None is phenomenal. The Jinx, yes, classic track. And yeah, they're just all good songs. But probably my least favourite song in this is probably Food for Worms, which is the opening track of the album. But it's still a good CD, and I still really like it. And it's a pretty epic sort of CD there as well. So definitely go and check this band out if you're into sort of like heavy metal, rock kind of style. They're not that heavy as they appear to be. But they do rock a cracking tune, so go and check them out. Highly recommend Sister Sin. And the two kind of go together, because when I went to see Wasp for the first time, Sister Sin were supporting them, so you know, it's one of those things. And we met the band as well afterwards, so it was pretty epic. So yeah, so the CD only cost, I think it was like $7.99 for Sister Sin, so two amazing albums, loving them. Alright, okay, moving on. I'm just going to double check, this is still recording. It is. Hooray! Right, moving on. Next up, I'm going to show you Game Boy Advance. Now this is all off one seller. I just went on eBay and I typed in Game Boy because I wanted to look for something different. So I typed in Game Boy and it came up with these three games. There is three there. Came in this little bag, which I think is pretty cool actually. So I went and bid on them, and I don't know why, but I'm going for a full set of Game Boy Advance, as you know, or you may not know because I haven't mentioned it in a while. But yeah, these games, when I bid on them at the time, seemed like a good idea. And when they came, I was sitting there going, why did I bid on them? What was I thinking? But those games are Barbie, Horse Adventure, The Big Race. That's just a fucking classic right there. Come on, it's got to be, right? Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2004. Now that one's probably the best out of the lot. And this last one, which I'm ashamed to own, but I needed it for the collection, that's Pop Idol, official video game. Oh, it stings just touching that. But anyway, so that one's cost, it was like $2.99 and like, I think it was like $2.50 posted, so not too bad. But really, I've been stung on that, I know that. But they go in the collection, and they're good. They're in good condition anyway, so I can't really argue. But I'm really pissed off that I went and bought them. You know what I mean? Because like I could have used that for a Master System game, but doesn't matter. It'll do, and it's for the collection, so what you're gonna do. Right, moving on. Next up, I'm going to show you a PS3 title. Now, this game I have for the PS4. It was a download only on the PS4, which I was a bit gutted about, to be honest with you. Download only, but it did have a physical release on the PS3 over in Asia. And I believe this one's from Hong Kong. And that is, you'll have pretty much already guessed what it is, for the PS3, still brand new and sealed, it's Resident Evil. Now, I played this game on the PS4, and I've got to say, I really like the visuals. I think it's really good. It's pretty much just a hack up of the GameCube version. But from what I've played of it anyway, I've only played like 10-15 minutes of it, but the controls are fucking awful, and the camera angle sort of sticks to a place. It's just awful. Now, I don't remember that in the original Resident Evil. I remember sitting down and playing that, and the controls are pretty flawless, and they were really easy to pick up. But in this one, it's really, really tough. And it's maybe because I haven't played Resident Evil for quite a while, but I'm really struggling with it. So I decided, my girlfriend really wanted to play it, and she's got PS3 at the moment, so I got this version. So she's going to have a crack on with this and see what it goes like. It's still, like I say, it's still sealed. You can see the PlayStation 3 strip going along the bottom there. But I don't know, I'm ever so slightly disappointed. I had some money in my wallet anyway, on PSN, so I only spent like £13 in the game, but still, it's a little bit of a kick in the teeth, because it's not really that good, if I'm honest. I think I much prefer the PS1 version. You know, I don't know how many people I'm hurting saying that, but for me, the PS1 version's still the better version so far. I like all the extra little bits they've got in this game, like there's little extra, right at the start when you encounter the zombie for the first time, you've got this little, if you go back to where the zombie was, you've got the Kenneth's body on the floor, and then off to your left there's like a little lobby where you can go, like extra bits in the mansion that wasn't there in the PS1 version. Now, I fucking love that bit. I love that. I love all the little extra bits, but I'm not feeling it. I'm going to give it more gameplay time and see how we get on. But Resident Evil for the PS3, and that cost £23, much more than the PS4 one. So, you know, where the hell's the sense in that? But fuck it. Oh shit. The girlfriend wanted to play it, so what are you going to do? Right, okay, now we're getting on to the awesomeness. We're going to show you NES. Now, this is my first partially sealed NES game, and it's fully boxed as well, so that's great. Now, I was on eBay and I was looking at NES. I typed in Nintendo, Game Boy. That's when I found those Game Boy games. Typed in NES, and this is when I found this one. This was the first one that popped up that was fully boxed and complete. And I thought, all right, cool. It looked kind of weird in the picture, so I went in and had a look, and apparently it was still sealed, and that's why it looked a little bit crinkled and rubbish. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I checked the photos and checked the description, and it said it was partially sealed. He only opened it at the top to have a look inside. But he's had it for quite a while because there's another sticker on it. But it's in great condition, as you would expect it to be, because it's still partially sealed along the bottom. But that game is Phantom Fighter. Now you might be thinking partially sealed, a little bit dodgy, but it's got the H seal on the NES. I'm really not sure if you're going to be able to pick that up in the camera, but it has got the H seal going right around here. So that's great, and I'm really happy to have that. So Phantom Fighter in the collection. It's an NTSC only game, I believe. And that's why I picked it up. So it's nice to have, and it's the first boxed NES game I've had for a little while. But we're going to take a look inside. It's still great. It's still in its little baggie. To be honest, I don't really think this has been used a great deal. But yeah, it's still in its bag. Take it out. Manual, as you would expect, is in absolutely mint condition. And the game itself, in the little sleeve. And yeah, the game is in fantastic condition. Doesn't have a mark on it. The label's got no scratches on it. It's got that nice sort of little slippery-ish kind of feel to it, which the brand new NES games had. So that's really, really nice. I'm really pleased with that. And that only cost me £11 postage, so I'm not going to argue. A boxed NES game for £11, having it. So yeah, absolutely delighted to get Phantom Fighter into the collection. Didn't know a great deal about it before I went and got it, to be fair. It was just one of those impulse buys that I'm pretty much famous for. You know, and I'm kind of hoping it's going to be a good game. I haven't tried it out yet. But, yeah, just happy that we're still there with the NES. We're still picking them up. And, yeah, I think it's going to be an alright game. If not, it doesn't matter. It's just nice to have in the collection anyway. So, Phantom Fighter for the NES, done and dusted. Like I say, it's getting really difficult for me to find complete NES games. So, if I see them for a good price, I'm going to pick them up. Simple as that. Right, moving on to Master System. Now, I've got some crackers in here. First up, we've got quite a bundle actually. I'm going to set them like this because I know you can see them. I'm going to set them like this. We know where they are. But first up, you'll have, well, in fact, actually no, I'm going to sit them there. First up is Alex Kidd, High Tech World. Yay! Completes my Western releases of Alex Kidd on the Master System. Now I say Western releases because there is an Eastern release, Alex Kidd, over in Japan. And it's like a BMX Trials game. But it's slightly harder to get hold of. But that's the only Alex Kidd game that is on the Master System that I don't have. And I got all these boxed and complete, so that's great. Really happy with that. And it's in good condition as well. I have been looking for this one for a while, but it's one of those that sort of goes for a bit of money and it's never complete, or it's in really bad condition, like the endless ripped, or the manual's all tatty and yellowed, and it's just all crap. So I really bid my time with this one, and I finally got one in good nick. For a decent price. It was $9.99 posted. So yeah, that's a fantastic price for that condition as well. Brilliant. And then we look on the inside. The manual's a little bit, ever so slightly skew-if, but I'm not bothered. And we've got the game. My throat's killing me today, by the way, guys. In case you're wondering why I'm a little bit high-pitched or a little bit squeaky-ish. My throat's doing my head in. So yeah, Alex Kidd, High Tech World, $9.99 posted. I'm not going to say no to that. And yeah, it's one of these with a hanging tab. Now I'm not purposely going for games with a hanging tab. It's just nice to have them there. So, but yeah, so that's that one out of the way. So I thought, right, we're going to a good start for the Master System. And we're doing alright with it. Right, I'll see if I show you another one. Right, in my last video I showed you a game that I had that wasn't fully complete. I went out and rebought it, and that game is Ultima IV. Now, the one I had initially, I had the books, the 2 rare books with it, but I didn't have the map, and it was starting to bug me. I knew it would, so I went out and I got the map with this, and it's actually in better condition than the one I already own, so it's going to be swapped into the collection. The map here, again in good condition, so I'm not really bothered. Well, I wouldn't have been that bothered if it wasn't, to be fair, but it was, and it is in good nick, so really happy with that. And there's no writing on it either, which is great, or little tears or anything like that, so it's fantastic. So yeah, so having the map for Ultima 4 is great. Great to get that one out of the way. A little bit of a little card with it as well. And of course, again, the manual is in fantastic condition. My one has a sticker on the front of it, which annoyed me. And Ultima 4, the cartridge. So, all in all, this one's in much better condition than mine. So this is just going to be a straight swap into the collection, and the other one's going to be swapped out, although I am keeping the books. But I've got quite a pile of Master System games to sell, actually, so I might put them up on my Facebook page, link below. And if anybody wants to have a look through them and see if they want any of them, let me know, because there's quite a few rare ones in there as well. So, but that one's cool, getting that one out of the way. That was roughly about the same price. It was like £30. So all in all, I spent £54 on a fully complete Ultima 4, which is a bargain, because they're like £80–90 fully complete with map and manual and all that jazz, and the books as well. So you're talking roughly about 80 to 90. So I am really happy. So 2 copies of Ultima 4, complete 1 copy like that, and it's all done for £54. Great. So I'll get that out of the way. Right, moving on to another one, not so rare, ever so slightly uncommon. It's one of the Great series. It's not in great condition, unfortunately, but that is Great the Volleyball. Yeah, it's not one I see often. So I think that's why I opted for this one. The inlay's okay. It's not too bad. It's ever so slightly yellowed, which sucks. And it's got a little bit of a piercing on the back here, which again sucks. And then we go inside. Inside's fine, really. I can't really argue, to be fair. It's not too bad. The cartridge has been scratched like a cat's been at that. You know what I mean? So that's a bit strange. But yeah, apart from that, it's good. It's all good. I'm quite happy with it. And it'll do for just now. Until I find another one anyway. I mean, inlay's probably going to bug me at the back. But yeah, that'll do for now. So, great volleyball. Again, hung in tab. As you do. And that didn't cost me much either. I think it was like £9 something odd posted. So, honestly, I quit smoking and my throat's like fucking worse than it was when I was smoking. So, I'm starting to wonder if I should have quit, to be honest with you. Right, moving on. Now we're down to 3 pretty cool games to have. First up is a little bit of an obscurish one, and I've been sitting on this for like a month. The seller, I actually won this in January, and I asked her, it was like right at the end of January, but I didn't want to pay for it then, and I asked her if I could pay for it at the end of February, and she said, yeah, no problem. It was only £40, but I just thought I'd ask, you know, there's no harm in asking, right? So and she said yeah, and I was like, oh great, cool. So that's fine. So then I paid for it, and it came like the other day, and that is SpiderMan Return of the Sinister Six. Great to get that in the collection. It's not one that pops up often on eBay complete, like that one is. So yeah, I'm just happy to get that one out of the way. It is one that I've been tracking for a little while. And this one I was watching for like a week. It's pretty much just going on. I was watching it the whole time. And I was the only bidder on it, I think. I was the only bidder on it. Or there may be somebody else, but I managed to outbid them. And then the seller very kindly let me wait in it in a month. So, great to have in the collection. Really happy it's out of the way. And yeah, I mean, the inlay's ever so slightly crinkled, like ever so slightly. That I noticed it, but yeah, I'm not going to bother about it because it's really difficult to get anyway, so that's fine. So, SpiderMan Return of the Sinister Six out of the way, and more water being taken on. I can actually taste blood in my mouth. That's never a good sign. Sorry, that's never a good sign. Right, okay, moving on. Right, next up now, this is a reproduction game for the Master System. This should go in my next repro quest, and it probably will. So I'm just going to go over it quickly just now, but that is Hook. Now, this was originally a prototype for a game that was going to be released in the Master System, but it was shelved. So it never seen the light of day. Somebody got a hold of it, I managed to make a copy of it, and boom, here we go. So I've got a pirate copy of this. Now there is pirate copies of this, reproduction copies, whatever you want to call it, of this with the manual, but unfortunately this one doesn't have that. But there you go. So I'm not too bothered about it, but that's the car. It looks pretty much authentic to me. Looks really, really good, and I'm happy with it. It was only like £30, so that's not too bad, I suppose. I mean, the quality of the print's not the best, but once it's on the shelf and across the room, you don't really notice it. So, yeah, I'm happy to have that in the collection. And for £30, I ain't going to say no. So that's Hook out the way. And I'm absolutely dying here, so I'm going to have to hurry through this last one, which is a shame, because it's a belter. My friend Ricky helped me with this one big time. Right. So as it goes, I was sitting watching TV. I can't remember what I was watching. And Ricky sent me a message and said that there was a rare game on eBay for a fantastic price, and this was a great chance for me to get hold of it for a good price. So I thought, oh, intrigued. So I went on and had a look what it was, and then as soon as I saw it, and it being the only one on eBay, I thought, oh, I'm having that. And it was international. It was from France, I believe. So I thought, oh, great. So I was watching it the whole time, and I think I was the only bidder on it. And that game, I'm so happy this is out of the way. It's Home Alone. You might be thinking that's a horrible game, and it is terrible, but honestly, I cannot stress how hard this is to get hold of in the Master System. It's ridiculously hard. And Ricky's got one as well, so that's good. But the difference with that is his isn't complete and mine's is. Really happy. And really, really happy that he messaged me about that. I mean, he's not that into going for like fully complete ones. I mean, he'll go for complete ones if he can, but if they're there for a good price, I'll pick them up with the manual or without. And he's awesome for keeping an eye out on things I need for my Master System collection, because he's been collecting Master System longer than me. And I've got to tell you, his collection is amazing. And I really wish you'd do videos on it. So Ricky, pull your finger out, man, and show everybody your collection, because it is awesome. But I'm slowly getting there. And this is a really, really, really awesome one to have in the collection, for a good price as well. I know you'll all be wanting to know what I paid for it. This game can regularly go for roughly up near like over £100. I paid £50 for it. I had some money left on my PayPal, and I think it was £50. Might have been slightly less. Ricky will know because I messaged him with the price of what I paid for it, but it's roughly about that, I think. So I had some money on PayPal, took that off because that money was free anyway, because I won it in like a raffle on Gamer to Geek on Facebook, which is a gaming page. So I paid like £2, I won £20 back. So I used that towards this. Initially it was like £70. So yeah, got an absolute bargain. So Home Alone, done and dusted. Holy cow indeed. Brilliant. So that's that. So that brings my collection up to, well, in fact I'm not going to tell you what it brings it up to. I'm going to wait a little while, because I actually don't even know. I'll need to double check. It's definitely moving on now. I don't have all that much left to get, to be honest with you. I'm really motoring on with it. So, yeah. That's it. So that's episode 95. I've got more Master System games over there. I think we've got 6 at current count and an NES game, which is going to go in the next video. But for now, I'm going to go because I'm dying. But thanks very much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe as always. All my subscribers are amazing. I can't thank you enough. And yeah, I mean, you guys are just awesome. So thank you so much. Keep all those subs coming. You know, I just love checking, seeing new subscribers, and interacting with new people, interacting with all you awesome guys. And on Facebook as well. Come over and check me out. You know, you guys make that page what it is as well. So thank you so much. And yeah, keep it coming. So please rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And of course, I shall see you in the next one, and I shall reply to your comments ASAP, because I love reading them and I love replying to them. But yeah, so let me know what you think of the games that I've got in this video. I know I've got some crackers from the Master System. Not so much for the Game Boy, sort of leaving that to one side. But yeah, I think we've done not too bad in this video. So, but that's it. So thanks very much for watching episode 95, and I shall see you in the next one, whenever that's going to be, hopefully soon. Right, take it easy guys, bye for now.